Imagine that your app just got hit with 10 times the normal traffic. For most apps, this means crashing, but with auto scaling, AWS is able to just spin up more servers and automatically handle it. So let me break down how it actually works. Alright, so auto scaling is pretty straightforward. You're basically just telling AWS, I want at least 2 servers running all the time. But if things get busy, go ahead and add more, but don't go over 6, for example. And AWS just does it. If the traffic goes up, it just launches more EC2 instances. Traffic dies down, it'll just kill off the extras. But the whole point is you're only paying for what you actually need at that exact moment. Now you could auto scale a bunch of different things like databases, containers, or whatever, but EC2 auto scaling is what most people use, so that's what we're focusing on here.
Here's how I like to think about it. I'm sure you know how a restaurant works. So, say on Tuesday afternoon, there's maybe 10 customers inside, and you only need 2 servers working. But on Friday night, the place is packed and 100 people are waiting for tables. Now you need 6 servers to keep up. Auto scaling does the exact same thing, but for your app. So if you have low traffic, running 2 EC2 instances is saving money.
When traffic spikes, AWS sees that and launches 4 more instances to handle that. If the rush is over, it terminates those extras so you stop paying for them. And the thing is, it all happens automatically. So you're not sitting there watching graphs and clicking buttons to launch servers. AWS is always monitoring everything for you and scaling based on rules that you set. That's it. How does AWS know when to scale? You set up what's called a scaling policy. Most common one is CPU based. So you tell it if CPU goes above 70%, add another instance. It works another way too, like if traffic calms down and the CPU's at 20%.
You can also do scheduled scaling, which is like if you know your app gets absolutely slammed every day at noon, you can just tell it add 2 instances at 11:50 a.m. and it gets ahead of the problem. Alright, why does this matter? There's 2 big reasons. One is the cost, so you're not paying for servers sitting there doing nothing. If it's like 3 a.m. and nobody's using your app, why would you want to pay for 6 instances? Scale down to 2 and just save the money. Reason 2 is so your app doesn't crash. Like when traffic spikes, you get more servers ready to go automatically. So more users just means more instances. So your app stays fast even when you're getting rushed. And the best part is you set this all up once and you can forget about it. AWS is handling it 24/7. Like even while you're asleep, autoscaling is still watching and adjusting. Alright, a real world example is like Black Friday. Your store normally runs on 3 instances, but Black Friday hits and traffic goes like 20 times higher. Autoscaling spins up 15 more instances automatically. And when the sale ends, traffic drops. So autoscaling kills those extras.
You handled Black Friday without your site going down, and you only paid for the extra servers during the actual rush. That's why auto scaling is huge. So that's auto scaling. AWS adjusts your server count automatically based on demand, and it saves you money when it's quiet. So it keeps your app alive during traffic spikes, so you can set it once and just let it run. Alright, see you in the next one.